What's up, guys? Today we got an interesting one for you. I want to talk to you about how you can get $50,000 of equity in a house with only $25. Now, if you guys are familiar with me, I'm a full-time real estate investor. I always encourage you to buy a rental property, to buy real estate, to buy land, to buy some kind of real property so that way you can replace your 9-to-5 income. But a lot of people don't understand how. So today I figured I would break down how the everyday person can use $25, and we're going to use that inside of marketing in order to find a great real estate deal so that way you can pull out a bag for yourself. Let's get into it. Marketing strategy number one, go into some kind of like hardware store or maybe Walmart, and you're gonna create a sign. You're gonna create a physical sign. Now, honestly, I want you to make as many signs as you can with that $25. For me, it typically costs me about $3 per sign. So in this particular case, you should be able to make a decent amount. And what you're gonna put is, "We really buy houses." That's what I do. And then you put a phone number that people can call you at and reach out to you if they actually want to sell a house. Now, where I prefer you to put those signs out is in high traffic areas or in the yard of a house that you want to buy. Okay. Now, if this house has been sitting vacant, if this house has tall grass, if this house has gutters that are falling down, you can place that sign in the front yard. And of course, the owner will notice it. He'll get upset with you and he will call you to remove that sign. Little did he know that was his pitch or your ploy to get him to call you so you can ask to buy his house from him. Okay, those high traffic areas, that's going to be Walmart, Home Depot, that's going to be at the post office, or maybe at a high traffic stop sign or stop light. Not where people are going to be passing it, where people will be able to stop, pull out their phone and take a picture of your sign so that way they can capture your number and call you later. You want to put it in those places. Now, people are going to call you and say, "Hey, I saw your sign. What's up with that? Here's my address. I want to see if you can give me an offer." And that, my friend, is called a lead. And it only took $25 for you to find a seller who could sell your property off market. Okay. Now, that is probably the most brilliant thing out of all of this. Okay. Most brilliant thing out of all of this that you have to understand. That's how we're going to buy property with equity, is by getting rid of the competition, getting the realtor out of the way and going direct to the seller. So we're buying them off market. Way number two, to use $25 so that way you can find sellers, okay, who want to sell for discounts so you can collect your bag, is using this resource called Deal Machine. Okay, I'll leave the link below for you. You can go to Deal Machine and you can download this app. And I do believe they have a 7-day free trial, so you haven't even spent any money yet. But essentially what you do is you want to drive around and look for vacant or abandoned houses, or simply look for the ugliest house in the neighborhood. Okay. When you find that house, you're going to open up your app, click on the address, and it will tell you who the owner is. Where you're going to start using the money is you'll actually send them mail, and you'll have to text and call them. So what you want to do is take one day, find 100 of these people, and each time, don't just add it in there. When you find a house, go ahead and call them, send them a text, send them mail. Okay. Once again, what your ploy, your pitch is going to be is, "Hey, I was in a neighborhood, I saw this property, wanted to see if you might consider selling it." Now, what that's going to create is leads for you. And when they say yes, they want to sell, you need to make them an offer. Now, the 3 different types of offer that we always encourage you to make is the offers that you can afford. Low cash offer is number 1. If there's a mortgage on it, taking over a payment is number 2. If there's not a mortgage on it, offering the seller his profit over time and monthly payments is number 3. Okay. And lastly, if they actually want to sell, but a creative offer or investor offer is not good for them, sell the lead to an agent. Way number 3 with $25 to collect your real estate bag, okay, is this marketing tool called Facebook. Okay. Now we're going to use Facebook. We're going to use this Facebook in order to target people. Okay, so step number one is to create a page. Do not create another like personal page. We're gonna use your personal page now, and we're just gonna create a business page. You might call it, I buy houses, Greensboro City Buyers, whatever. You want to make it your business page. Okay. Now once you create that business page, put up a face of yourself and then start creating some kind of content behind it. Now, essentially what you want to do is you want to go into a bunch of different groups. There are yard sale groups, estate groups. There are all kinds of local groups, and you want to post in those groups that, hey, you are a local buyer in your area, and you can refer them back to your business Facebook page. What that's going to do is bring traffic to your Facebook page, and the people who want to sell is going to essentially raise their hand and say, hey, look, I see you're in the area. I do have a property I want to sell. Because we all know that people who have yard sales are moving. They're selling houses. People who just died have estate sales. And of course, when they sell all the stuff in the house, they sell their houses. They just don't know about us yet. And so that's your way of just creating a lead for somebody to say, hey, I want to sell. Now, these leads right here are online leads and will be extremely hot. Okay, so it's important that you get their phone number and call them ASAP. Exit out of the fear zone and enter into the faith zone, because they want your offer today. Okay. Now, these are the 3 ways that you can bring about sellers out of your market. Whether you're in California, whether you're in North Carolina, New York, or New Jersey, and you can make them offers. Now, the coolest thing about this is a couple of these you really don't even have to be in person with. You can do them virtually. So for my guys that's in the military, that's not in your area that you want to buy, you can do this as well. If you need more details and have more questions about what you should say, the objections that they might say to you that you need to overcome, or how do you come up with an offer price, or even how do you come up with the money, in the links below, I'll leave one of my courses for you. So that way you'll get every detail that you need. On top of that, they'll actually come with a weekly group coaching call, so you can meet directly with me and I can answer any questions that you have on your real estate investing journey. Remember, you don't need all 3, time, money, and knowledge, to do your first real estate deal or your next one. You just need 2 to do you. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.